Hello, I'm Madam Eva, a biology teacher from Educare Tanzania, and I'm here, my dear student, to take you through a series of lectures involving the solving of revision exercises in different topics. But today we'll make the continuation of our topic of Form 4, evolution, in the revision exercise number 4, in the question number 15, in the question number 16. As you can see here, question number 15 is all about matching item. And the question needs us to match the items in column A with that in column B by writing the correct letter of the corresponding item from column B against the Roman number in column A. This is the matching item, and what to do before you answer the question of matching item. You'll have to know the column A and the column B, meaning the premises and the responses, uzijue vizuri. Then after, you will have to take time to read all these statements in column A. After hapo utasoma pia statements in column B. Baada ya hapo utaanza kujua kwamba majibu ya statements zako ni yapi kama umesoma vizuri topic yako bila kurukaruka. As you can see here, we are starting to read on the column A, part 1, images of new species. The second one is scientific theory of evolution. The third one is the study of fossils. The fourth one is acquired characteristics can be inherited. Fifth one is principles which state that organisms shared same chemical characteristics are related. The sixth is all mammals has similar embryonic structure. Seventh is have no biological function in organisms. Eighth, wings of birds and wings of insects. The ninth one is sudden change in genetic structure. And the 10th one is only organisms fit for certain environments survive while others die. So make sure umesoma column A, then utarudi kusoma column B. Baada hapo utaanza kujibu swali lako. For instance, on column B you can see artificial selection, B is paleontology, C is Darwinism, D Lamarckism, E mutant, F is mutation, G is natural selection, H is survival for the fittest, I is struggle for the existence, J is use and disuse, K analogous structure, L is homologous structures, M is vestigial structures, N is comparative anatomy or is comparative embryology, biochemical evolution as well as divergent evolution. Then after, it's your time now to start to answer one item after the another. Starting with item number 1, you can see emergence of new species. You will go to the column B to get the answer. Emergence of the new species, you can see, is all about the, when you talk, I think the correct answer will be either the divergent evolution or there is comparative anatomy, comparative embryology. Another is, so when you look here, the correct answer is divergent evolution, which is Q. Why is divergent evolution? We take it as the emergence of new species. Emergence of new species, as we know, ni speciation. But ukiangalia katika machaguo yetu, my dear student, speciation haipo. But ukizungumzia divergent evolution, tunamaanisha inatokana na homologous structure. Meaning that organisms wametoka kutoka katika ancestor mmoja but wakaanza kuvari, wakawa organism tofauti. For instance, you can take an example, wewe human being and let's say a dog, you have the common ancestor, but you are the different species. This is called the divergent evolution. Due to the result of divergent evolution, ikatokea emergence of new species from the same ancestor. Now, let's take a look on the second item, scientific theory of evolution. Scientific theory of evolution, you can see there is Darwinism, there is Lamarckism, but Lamarck, I think there is the item which will be the answer. And when you look on it, there is no another selection, you will know the correct answer is C, which is Darwinism. So scientific theory of evolution here is Darwinism. The third item is that the study of fossils. The study of fossils. Direct answer here is paleontology. The study of fossils, we already talk on it on March, tulisoma sana katika kipindi kilichopita. Also in the part 4, acquired characteristics can be inherited. Alosema kwamba acquired characteristics can be inherited. So you can get the answer direct is Lamarck. Lamarckism. Lamarckism means Lamarck theory. Ilituambia kwamba acquired characteristics can be inherited. And now, fifth item is that principle which states that organisms share the same chemical characteristics are related. That is biochemical evolution, if I'm not mistaken. It might be biochemical evolution, which is P. That is here, right here. Biochemical evolution ilituambia kwamba principles ilituambia kwamba organisms ambao wana share same chemical composition hao ni the same. And now we are going to look on the number 6. All mammals has similar embryonic structure. What evidence states that is all about comparative embryology. Ilituambia kwamba mammals wote wana same embryonic structure, wana structure ambazo zimefanana during embryonic stage. That is comparative embryology, which is O. Now 7.1, have no biological function in organism. What structures that have no biological function in organism? We can understand that are the vestigial structures. Unaona the way ambavyo ukisoma the premises and response ama column A na B, unakuwa rahisi kupata majibu ya swali kabla hata hujaenda kusoma tena katika column. So the answer here is all about vestigial structure, M. Then ukija part 80, wings of birds and wings of insects. Tukiangalia wings of birds and wings of insects ni zina perform the same function, but they have different origin, and this is the analogous structure. When you look here, you can see K is the analogous structure. So after M is K, which is our part 80. The correct answer is K, analogous structure. But item 9, you can see sudden change in genetic structure. Sudden change in genetic structure, that is mutation. Ukiambiwa sudden change in genetic structure ni sawa na umeambiwa sudden change in the chromosome. Kwa hiyo the same applies, it applies the same. And now you can see this, the correct answer is mutation. That is F. That is the correct response for part 9, sudden change in genetic structure. The correct response is F. Also, on item 10 is that only organisms fitted for certain environment survive while others die. Only organisms fitted for certain environmental survival while others die. Kwa organism ambao wataweza kusurvive katika certain environmental condition, lakini wengine wanakufa. It might be either natural selection or survival for the fittest. So tuangalie jibu hapa is G, which is natural selection. Natural selection ndo inaruhusu organisms wote ambao wamesurvive kwenye certain environmental conditions wa survive, ambao wanashindwa wanakufa. That is how nature works. And now this is all about the question number 15, and you can put your answer like seen here, or you can choose any way ambayo utaona kwamba it will look attractive to your marker, and then utakuwa umepata maswali yako, vipengele vyako vyote 10 kwa usahihi kabisa. Na ili uweze kurespondi vizuri kwenye maswali kama haya, lazima uwe competent enough katika topic husika. And now tukaangalie question number 16, ambayo itakuwa ni swali letu la mwisho katika session yetu ya leo. As you can see, the question number 16 need us to state how does cosmological theory explain the origin of living things on Earth. ni kivipi cosmozoic theory ili explain the origin of life on earth au origin of living things. Living things are the life itself. Kwa hiyo ni kivipi cosmozoic ilieleza kuhusu origin of life on earth. And now you can see on the answers, first of all, you have to understand what is this cosmozoic theory. And my dear Form 4 student, this question might happen on your part C. So you will have to answer it in an essay form. You in an introduction, main body, and conclusion. Where in the introduction, you will define the key terms. In the main body, you will answer the question, and the conclusion, you will provide your own words or ideas concerning what you stated or explained on the main board. And now, you can see here, the cosmozoic theory, also known as panspermia, suggests that life on Earth may have originated from microorganisms or biochemical compounds that were transported to our planet from outer space. This is all about cosmozoic theory. Ilituambia kwamba maisha katika Earth yalitokana na microorganisms au chemical fulani ambazo zilikuwa brought into the earth from outer space ama from other planets. That's all about cosmozoic theory. And now we are going to look on the key points of how this theory explains the origin of living things. Tunaenda kuangalia ni kivipi cosmozoic theory ilijaribu kuelezea the origin of living things, kwa sababu total ukisoma vizuri cosmozoic theory ni kama tu ilitoa tu idea ndogo ndogo, mchango kidogo tu, but haikutupa kwa undani zaidi tujue, yani haikulenga aim ya zile theory kwamba we need to know the origin of life, but yenyewe ilitupa hiyo case somewhere else or on those parts of the outer space, ikatupa ile job or task kwenye hizo outer space, then ikatuambia kwamba maisha yalitokea vile, ila haikutupa proofs na kadhalika. And then you can see the first one is alitumia extraterrestrial origins by using microbial life. Alitumia extraterrestrial origin kwa kutumia microbial lives. You can see the theory posits that microscopic life forms such as bacteria or spores could have been carried on comets, meteorites or interstellar dust. Anatuambia kwamba the life microbial life or the life on microorganisms, microscopic life forms kama hizi bacteria or spores, bacteria and spores zilikuwa carried from outer spaces by those comets, interstellar, we can call them interstellar objects kama comets, kuna asteroids, kuna meteorites. That is all about this theory, what it tries to explain about the life. Again, apart from using this microbial life, tunapozungumzia extraterrestrial origins. Extraterrestrial origins kwamba ni alitumia outer space origins ambako alizungumzia microbial life, pia akazungumzia biochemical compounds. On this issue akasema it is also suggested that essential organic compounds necessary for life like amino acids and nucleotides could have formed in space and arrived in Earth. Essential organic molecules kama vile amino acid, like amino acids and the sugars, or we can say nucleotides, zilitoka kutoka katika hizo outer space ambazo ni essential for life. For instance, amino acids and the nucleotide, amino acids, they can constitute or they can polymerize to form protein, but the nucleotides can polymerize to form the genetic materials which is DNA. Kwa hiyo alitry kutuelezea on how life or some components of life zilitokea katika extraterrestrial objects. Again, we are going to look on another, which is survival in harsh conditions. Another way ambavyo Cosmozoic ilikuwa inajaribu kutuelezea on the origin of life is all about survival in harsh conditions. You can see resilience of microorganism. Hapa alituelezea resilience of microorganisms. Certain microorganisms are known to be extremophiles, meaning tunavyosema extremophiles ni extreme microorganisms ambao wanaweza wakasurvive extreme condition ama harsh conditions. We can say harsh environment. That's they can be referred as extremophiles, capable of surviving extreme conditions such as high radiation, temperature fluctuations, and vacuum. This resilience supports the idea that they could endure the harsh environment of space. Kwa hiyo, according to this survival in harsh conditions ama environment, even nowadays kuna microorganisms ambao wanaweza kusurvive extreme environments like very high temperature environment, kwenye very salty environment, acidity environment na kadhalika. Kwa hiyo ni indication nzuri sana ya kutuonyesha kwamba Cosmozoic somehow alikuwa sahihi kwamba maisha yalitokea katika hizo outer spaces. And now we are going to look on, apart from this resilience of microorganism in survival in harsh conditions, we are going to look on another, which is delivery mechanisms. Yes, tumeona kwamba maisha yalikuwa kule, kulikuwa kuna maybe those microbial lives, kulikuwa maybe kuna chemical compounds na kadhalika. Then how do these life forms arrive to the earth? Hapa tunaenda kuona kwamba Cosmozoic theory iliweza kueleza pia how these life forms zilitoka huko kwenye outer space zikaingia katika Earth planet. As you can see, we will talk about two things, the impact event and the interstellar travels. Starting with impact events, the theory proposes that during impacts from asteroids or comets, materials containing these life forms could be ejected into space and later fall onto Earth or other celestial bodies. That is impact events. Kwamba those life forms zilikuwa zinakuwa impacted into the asteroids or comets, and these asteroids and comets then after fall into the earth, and then after falling onto the earth maisha ndo yakawa yamefika katika earth according to Cosmozoic. Also is through interstellar travel. Some proponents suggested that life could travel between planets within a solar system or even between different star systems over vast time scales. This is all about interstellar travel. Even though ukifuatilia other countries wameweza kuangalia kwamba in other spaces there is availability of living there and surviving there. On 4 you can see implication for life elsewhere. That is all about, ukiangalia NASA ya Marekani walifanya uchunguzi katika sayari mbalimbali na wakatuma watu wakaenda kuishi. That is implication for life elsewhere, which is universe life. If life can survive the journey through space, it implies that life might exist elsewhere in the universe, potential under different conditions. This has implication for astrobiology and the search of extraterrestrial life. Tunavyoangalia implication for terrestrial life, it means kwamba maisha yanawezekana kwenye hizo planets nyingine. And thus we can stand with Cosmozoic and saying that life kweli ili originate kule, and that's why those planets are capable of supporting life again. On the 5th one is complementing other theories, not a complete explanation. While the Cosmozoic theory provides a mechanism for the introduction of life to Earth, it does not explain how life originated in the first place. That is about complementing other theories. How ili contribute kwenye explanation ya origin of life ni kwamba ili complement other theories au ilisaidia other theories zianze kufanya speculation zaidi, kwa sababu yenyewe haikujitosheleza kutuambia kwamba maisha yali originate wapi. It often complements other theories about abiogenesis, the process by which life arises naturally from non-living matter, by suggesting that life may have originated elsewhere before being transported to Earth. Kwa wale wa complementi theories nyingine na pia nyingine zikaendelea kuja kufanya uchunguzi zaidi kuhusiana na evolution of kuhusiana na life, kwa sababu hii haikutupa exact origin of life. And now in concluding, you can conclude with your own words. You can say maybe the weakness of this theory, and you can state well maybe the strength and the weakness. Then you will have